Hello and welcome to Zuma Motors. This is my 93 MR2. It's an NA, so it's an SW21. Really, this video is to kind of set out what I want to do with this channel. I don't want to modify the car very much. It's more of a restoration. I mean, the car runs great. Of course, it doesn't have an insane amount of power. It doesn't have a turbo. It's just a regular, naturally aspirated four-banger. It is a slow car, but it's still fun, and that's why I don't really want to mess with it. It's very reliable so far that I've had it. I've had it for a couple months now. My dad and I are the ones who have done most of the work on this car since we've gotten it. We've got new tires, oil change, minor fixes. When we got it, wasn't running too great, but just with a couple little things, giving it some love, it's really turned around. It's much better now. Runs very smooth on the highway. Of course, it has a tiny bit of shake, but I mean, it's from 1993. It's already 2020. Now, the smaller things that I'd like to fix. So it is a T-top. There's not really a problem. It used to leak. We just fixed that. We just straightened out a couple of the pieces very slightly. Now I haven't experienced any leaking. It's rained a couple days. Taken it out a couple times. It hasn't been raining too hard though, so that might not be completely fixed. I do want to fix a couple of the door handles, as you can see right here. A couple of them are broken, just the casing really. It's very hard to put on and off. See that crack right there in the top, or the right, just the right side. Those kinds of fixes I think would be great for this car. There's a ripping on the side right here, just on the molding really. Maybe replace that in the future. A couple other spots, it's pulling up right there on the dash, just because before I'd bought it, it was sitting north of Sacramento, really in a very hot area, and I just think the heat just pulled it up. Can't really get it down. I mean, it's pretty stuck there now. I would probably like to replace that just with the black marking on the sides from the heat again. Also replacing the visors. Both of them are a little water damaged and broken, just old stuff that I'd like to fix. Now, this switch on the passenger side wasn't working very well. We just got that fixed a couple days ago. All we did was take it apart and then stretch out the spring, allowing us to get a little more distance on it, which then allowed the triggers to work better. I'm not sure if I can fix this, but right there on our seatbelt harness, it's a little bit broken. Again, I think it's just from sitting in the heat. Of course, this car is now garaged. I mean, the car, it's so fun on the turns. Like, you're not finding too many mid-engine cars that are cheap. I got this one relatively cheap just a few months back, and I mean, I wouldn't trade it for any other car really, not for the price at least. Now, there's a little more work we can do to this car. I'll give you a walk around the actual car now. Set up. Now, it is new tires. We just got those put on. There's one minor thing that maybe I'd like to do, and that would be put spacers on the back tires, just because, I don't know, I feel like it can use a little space there to match with that fender. It just doesn't look as good being tucked in like that. This car is dirty. I've been driving it quite a bit lately. Let me just check that out. Runs well. T-tops are awesome. I mean, previous owner tried to fix these, kind of messed with them a little bit too much, messed them up a little bit, but I mean, they work. I love taking them off on warm days like today. Maybe some paint correction would be nice, or fixing some of that molding on the side. But I mean, really, this car runs great, feels great. Never use the radius, I just keep it down all the time. So another modification that I'd like to do soon would be the short shifter modification. Basically just pulling this out, getting it to roll a little bit better. I mean, it's kind of long right here, a little not notchy enough. I mean, it's a good, feels good. I mean, it's my first car, so I mean, kind of goes nicely, but I would like it to be a little shorter, make it a little easier, a little sportier. Pretty good, I think. For a 93, this is in pretty good shape, I think. I mean, it's got about just under 140,000 miles. It's climbing. If you guys have any other things, just leave a comment, maybe easy modifications, easy fixes, stuff like that, that I can maybe show or help anyone out. If you guys have questions, any other owners for MR2s, let me know. Well, have a great day, guys, and comment, like, and subscribe.